What's up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome to the second video in this little series that I'm doing using the Anastasia Fall Romance palette. This palette really inspired me to get creative and come out with a bunch of different looks. So this is the look that I came up with today. This is a green smoky eye, perfect for fall, perfect for this time of year, but it's a little bit different because it has kind of like a cool toned taupey twist. It's not like full blown green in your face. I feel like it's a more wearable color type of look. Yes, it is more smoky, so I wouldn't say that this is like an everyday type of look, but it's more wearable as far as color goes. If you are kind of like just starting out wearing bright, colorful makeup, this is a fun way to get yourself into that because number one, it's a smoky look, so you're probably going to be wearing this somewhere where a smoky look would be appropriate, or to the grocery store. I mean, whatever. I do that all the time. But number two, it has like a slightly colorful twist. It is green, it has those colors in it, but it is more muted. I just really love this look. It was kind of unexpected. I was expecting it to be a little bit brighter, but I just love how this turned out. So this palette in general gives me modern renaissance with subculture vibes mixed together, and this look specifically just screams subculture in just the best way possible. Subculture was one of my favorite palettes from Anastasia, and this look really gives that vibe, but it was so easy to work with. If you are a beginner, you're still going to love this palette because it was so easy to use. I haven't had any fallout, and I've kept my face makeup on through both of these tutorials so far. So I'm going to walk you through this look step by step. I hope that you enjoy. Please subscribe and let's get started. Okay, so you always want to start with a base. I'm using the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC to make sure everything is prepped and primed, ready to go. If my eyes look a little red, it's because I just recorded the first tutorial and then I just took it off. And now we're doing tutorial number 2. I do have a little bit of mascara on and stuff, but that's okay. We're just gonna work with it. Set with a little bit of powder, and we are good to go. So for this look, I really want to focus on the greens in this palette. I want to do like a really fun green look with this. I'm going to use this and this and this color. It's going to be so beautiful. So I think that I'm going to start with oh gosh, what do I want to start with? Let's start with Thorns. This is a brighter green color. It's going to go on really pigmented. I was deciding between this and the leather color, but I don't want this to go too cool toned and have that be the main color. I would rather add that in as needed. So I am going to go in with Thorns first because that is going to be, I can just tell it's going to be more bright and pigmented and very green. I'm actually going to start with a pretty small brush. This is a 233 from Smith. I'm going to pick up Thorns. The reason why I'm going in with such a small brush is just because I don't know how dark this color is going to go on. So I would rather keep it more contained and in a smaller area than go too broad with it with such a big fluffy brush, because then we'll have like dark eyeshadow everywhere. I mean, we can clean anything up, but I'd rather start with a smaller brush. Where's my mirror? So I'm going to bring this, oh, I've got some purple left, that we'll cover that up. I'm gonna bring this on the lower outer lid here. Perfect. I'm glad I went in with the smaller brush because this is darker. That was a good choice. Okay, bring that here. Do a little inner corner action. Gorgeous. Do the same thing on this side. Okay, now I'm going to keep using this same brush, and I'm going to go in with Leather, which has a green, like a mossy hue to it, but it also looks a little cool toned and a little gray. So I'm very lightly going to go into the crease with this and blend out the Thorns shade. I feel like mossy was the perfect description for that color. It's definitely like a mossy green color. That is gorgeous. I'm going in with a clean, fluffy brush just to blend this out. Let's make this a little bit more dramatic. I'm going to go into Twilight, which is this deep, dark, rich, beautiful green, I almost said grain, beautiful green shade here. Same little brush, and Look at how deep that is. I'm gonna really tap off the excess, and I'm gonna start laying this here on the outer corner, outer lid. That color specifically really gives me Subculture vibes, and I know that Subculture during its time got like a really bad rap, but I loved that palette, and I would love to pull it out and do some more looks with it, but I haven't seen it online anywhere, and it's such a gorgeous palette. So I'm glad that they came out with this, because it really gives me Subculture vibes. And I feel like a lot of times with powder pigment palettes like Subculture, I think the reason why they get such a bad, or why it got such bad reviews, is people just didn't really understand how to use it, because it wasn't like beginner friendly. And I did so many tutorials with that palette, and I just loved it. So this is really giving me those vibes, and I'm so excited. It makes my heart so happy. Oh, stunning. Do the same thing to this side. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm liking this look better than the purple one, and I didn't think that I was gonna like that. I thought for sure the purple was gonna be like my jam, but the more that I use this, the more that it's just giving me the Subculture vibes, which makes my heart so happy. By the way, I haven't been extremely careful with like tapping off my brush and whatnot. I've barely had any fallout, like at all. I haven't had to brush away once. Back into leather, that like mossy color, just to go at the edges again, because why not? I always like to go back in with that like medium ground shade, just to make things more blended, even if it looks fine, you know. Okay, so I first want to go into Smoke, which is this shade here. This is a very unique shade. I don't exactly know how to describe this. I guess it's taupe, but I am gonna layer it with the Crown shade, which is like a lime green. I just didn't want to go straight in with this, because I feel like that would be just like the typical, that's what I was planning on doing. That would be like the typical way to go, but I kind of want to make this a little taupey, so I'm gonna go in with Smoke here on my finger. Here it is more up close, and I'm gonna lay this on the lid. Oh, that is beautiful. It's like a taupey green. Hello. Okay, we are loving that. And go back in and blend those edges. Okay, so now I'm gonna add that Crown color just right to the center to add that extra green pop. I didn't want this to go too lime. I just want that extra hint, just a little kiss. On the lower lash line, I'm gonna grab that leather color just to give some definition down here. Oh, that's pretty. It's kind of like subtle. I'm gonna add a little bit of Thorns, which was the brighter green color. Make this a little bit more obviously green. And then for fun, I am gonna grab Crimson, this shade, wipe off my brush, and I'm gonna pick up the Crimson and put this right at the upper lashes for a fun little pop. Looks like a little, whoa, look what that did to my lash line. Do you see the difference between this one and this one? That just really made that pop. Then right in the inner corner, I'm gonna grab the Crown color and add this pop of green right here to tie it all together. A little bit of mascara. Okay, so I just quickly applied some lashes, and this is the finished look. I love this because this isn't just like straight up bright green. It has like this taupey hue to it, and I love it. I feel like it's a little unexpected, and I love is that color Crimson? Let me look. Yes, that color Crimson on the lash line as a liner, I feel like really took this to the next level. It's so subtle, but I think really made such a big pop on this whole look. So yeah, that's it for this look. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing how I got this and what my tips and tricks were. I'm having so much fun creating different looks with this palette. It's just been so much fun to use this and to have a palette inspire me this much to create different looks. And this one, I don't know if I like this one or the purple one more. You'll have to let me know what your favorite is down below. I think because this is a little bit more unexpected, I feel like I thought that this was going to be a lot more green, and green isn't always my favorite, but this went like a cool toned direction. This went a little bit more taupey, and I love it because it's still green. It's just a lot of fun and very perfect for this time of year. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I have my next and final tutorial in this little series coming out using the Fall Romance palette. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and I will see you tomorrow.